All right, guys, so let's begin. So, my name is Jamie Beck. I'm a double diamond leader with the company. Thanks for showing up for your business today and hopping on this Zoom to better what we have here. So, if a little bit about myself, if you guys don't know me, because I know that we have a lot of new people on the team. So again, I'm a double diamond leader. I'm a single mom of four. When I started this business about 6 years ago, I was broker than a joke. Had just found out that I was paralyzed on the left side of my body from having a tumor removed out of my neck. And my job had fired me because they wouldn't accommodate my disability. At that time, I didn't know what I was gonna do or how I was gonna pay my bills, and, I saw a girl posting online just like we do, every day, and thank God that she did because I entered the giveaway. She offered me the business and the products. At first, I turned her down, but then I watched, okay? I watched what she was doing. I watched weekly her making money, bringing in income, and when I found out that I was fired, the very next day, like, I prayed that night about it, and I was like, "Please, Lord, give me something, because I don't know what to do. I don't know how we're gonna pay our bills." Short-term disability before I got fired was not paying anything. We were negative in 2 bank accounts because we were so behind, and the very next day, guess what God did? He had her message me. She followed up. Her consistency for following up changed everything in my life and my kids' lives. If it wasn't for her asking me to do the business again, God knows what I would have done. But I said yes. But I told her I didn't have the money to join. He gave me options. I literally took those options and I was like, well, I can't borrow money because I have no friends. I'm a loner. I don't have credit cards that I can do it on because they're all maxed out. I can't put anything on my school loans because I've already done that before. And I was like, but you know what? I can sell things on Facebook Marketplace. So literally, when I started, it was over $300 to join, guys. $300. Look at what it is now for us to join. God, if I could give somebody, if I could start over for 25 bucks or even 45 or even 99. Oh my God, the opportunity that's in our hands to give to other people to start this business is crazy. $300 is what I joined with. And I didn't have the money. I sold everything and anything I could to get the money that night on Facebook Marketplace. The very next day, I ended up with the money and I joined, and it changed everything for my business and for my life and for my kids. Within my first week, I was able to get back on track and earn my money back. For one, I earned my money back plus a profit within the first week. Within the first 2 weeks, I earned enough to get us back in the positive in my bank account. Within the first month, I was able to pay our rent on time. By Christmas, I was able to pay for Christmas for the first time ever without asking for help, without going to a church and filing to ask them to give donations to me and my kids. First time ever. And I haven't had to pay for Christmas since, guys. I haven't, for 6 years, I haven't been able to pay. I haven't had to ask for help for Christmas as a single mom. You can't see that anywhere else. What we have in our hands is crazy. So that's a little bit about my story. I just want to take a moment to thank everyone that came on to actually listen and to better your business tonight. Stephanie wanted me to talk about the fundamentals of consistency and what it takes to be consistent. Whether you're launching a campaign, posting on social, or refining our brand, voice consistency is what makes our efforts stick. This isn't just about being repetitive, it's about being reliable. It's about being recognizable and intentional. If we're not consistent, guys, people aren't going to trust us to buy our products. Today, we want to explore why consistency matters, how it shows up in great marketing, and how we can build it into everything that we do in our day. When we're consistent with our visual tones, with our messaging, our stories, our reels, people start recognizing us. They recognize the building blocks of our business. They start trusting us. If you think about it, brands like Nike and Apple, what do you think about them when you say that name? What first comes to mind that makes you think of Nike and thinks of Apple? I want you to put in the comments, guys. I'm going to make this a give and take here. So if I was to say Nike, describe Nike? What is it? Sports, yes. Nike swoosh, swoosh. That's my first thought too. Shoes, yep. Okay, Apple. What do we think when we talk about Apple? I I know I can, yeah, iPhone right here, big things, computers, tablets. Yes, exactly. So we know these brands because they have marketed it off of consistency. Since we were little, we've seen, and I started off with an old computer. Okay, I'm old, guys. Just had my birthday. Very, very old. Okay, I'm the era of floppy disks, dial-up internet, okay? But I grew up with learning how Apple came about. I learned how Nike came about. It was ingrained in me from a little kid, okay? You see the marketing ads, you see the things going out. So guess what? Those are the brands that I trust. Why do I trust them? Because they're consistent with their marketing. They're consistent with showing up on the TV, on any marketing campaigns, things like that. So the same thing goes for us, that what we're doing. You have to be consistent in your business for it to be profitable. What we do now is going to benefit us 3 months down the line. Okay. The work that you're putting in now, you might not be getting something now, but in 3 months from now, I can guarantee it. If you're consistent in your stories, you're consistent in your posting, you're consistent on showing up for your business, you're going to see the benefits that God has for us here. Uh, so we want to make sure that consistency isn't just external, it's internal too. I know that sometimes that we feel like it's just tedious work or it's repetitive and we get burnt out. Burnt out is a thing here, okay? But we got to find a way around it. We got to find a way of making it fun. That's where host to post comes in. Make host to post fun. And I know that I'm hearing lots of things in chats of lots of people getting frustrated with Facebook and Instagram, having it block your stories right now with certain photos, certain posts that we're putting up. Guys, that's going to happen. It's just like when I grew up with the floppy disk. It changed. I grew up with MySpace. Is MySpace around anymore? It's not. It's irrelevant now. Things are changing. AI has just launched. AI is a huge thing. Chat GPT. There's other new apps out there as well that people or younger people are starting to use. I'm not saying to get away from Facebook and Instagram. Stay consistent on those platforms. It might take more of an effort for you to reap the benefits of it, okay? We still got to plug in there, but you could be doing more things. You could be making TikTok reels. You could be getting on Lemonade and other apps to help your business as well. Make sure that you're doing things such as I always forget to message people that saw my stories, people that liked or even if they didn't comment, if they liked a post, if they liked your stories, those are people you can reach out to. Make sure that you're talking to people when you're out and about the business. I mean, I was with my mom right before I had my surgery, and I took her to the doctor, and when the doctor was mentioning how beautiful my hair was, and I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, "How does your hair grow so much?" Well, we got into a conversation about hair, skin, and nails and our hair gummies. I took her a free sample. I gave her a whole bottle. I said, "Here, with my card." I know she's gonna call me. Once she finishes that bottle and she sees the difference in her hair, I know the products are amazing. I use them every day. That's how my hair is so long. That's how my hair has been growing. And so I know that she's going to call me back. Things like that. Just random people could be somebody that you could get as a customer. Make sure we're plugging in with our family and our friends and our neighbors. You never know. I mean, my neighbors order from me now too. It took maybe 3 years for them to get on the side of it, but they did. They all support it. When we're consistent from the beginning, it is key. When we start strong by being consistent, it sets expectations. If you're erratic early on, you lose momentum and we confuse our audience and our followers. If you're switching or if you're posting about random stuff that has no relevance to what we do or towards your life, because you want them to know you too. So we're not always wanting to post about our business and our products all the time. We definitely want to throw some things in there. I throw things in about my kids. I throw funny memes in there. I throw funny this or that questions. But those this and that questions, guess what? Those are things that I can use. Like I can find something on Pinterest that's like, do you like camping or something like that? You can treat that as a giveaway, guys. You don't have to post about the giveaway on your page. You don't if it's getting you blocked, post as it this or that. Get opinions. Bread loaf. Is the end of a bread loaf. What is it called? Like, I mean, there's so many different this or that questions that you can ask people. They want to add their opinion to it. Those can be used as giveaways. Use them as giveaways. The people that comment, use that as a host to post. Have fun with it. But the more that we do this and the more we're consistent, the better off we are. But we don't want to be sharing other people's posts, okay? Not to say that you don't want to share something. There's lots of things that I share, but I copy and paste it first. And then I act like I posted it for the very first time on my own. I don't hit the share button. The share button actually will take those your friends and followers and it redirects their algorithm to the person that you shared it for. You want people sharing your stuff. You want people liking and sharing and commenting on your stuff because it boosts our algorithm. So what you're going to do is if there's a picture with wording, I copy and paste the wording and then I take a screenshot of the picture or I save the picture if it allows me and I post it on my own page like I posted it for the first time ever and I never saw it. And guess what's going to happen? People are then going to, because you liked it and your followers should like it. So they're going to share our content, which boosts our algorithm, which boosts theirs as well. This isn't about perfection, it's about rhythm. Once we find our groove, everything can get easier. Consistency isn't flashy, but it's powerful. It's how we build trust, grow our brand, and make our work matter. Let's commit this together. By staying consistent, you can see orders coming in 3 months from now, and the work will start tonight. Make a point for it to start tonight. If you're having a hard time not knowing how to schedule around your business, talk to your leaders. Dude, I'm the queen of teaching somebody how to throw this into their day. Hour by hour, minute by minute, you can have the time to do this business. Throw it in. If I'm sitting at the doctor's office, I'm sending out 5 messages for host to post. In the mornings, I wake up a little bit earlier after I take the kid or I'll take the kids to school and then I'll come back when it's all quiet and I'll stay in my car because I do my best work in the car as a single mom. Let me just tell you, I take about 5-10 minutes in my car. I make like 5 different reels and then I'm done for the day doing that. Guess what? I can move on to the next task. I can then quickly pop out by using the forwarding method to quickly get out my messages if I need to and get out 40 messages in the morning. If I'm busy throughout the day, again, if I'm stopped at a stoplight really quick, I mean, I don't text and drive, but I mean, you can pop out one to two messages. You can answer somebody back really quickly. I use talk to text like crazy. Ask my team, they know, because sometimes they read my messages and it comes back all messed up because the talk to text did not understand my words. And I'm like, and they're like, what did that mean? And I'm like, I'll have to like voice message them at that point and be like, just ignore it. It's my talk to text. It's not working today. But I use talk to text a lot because I'm always constantly on the go with my kids. I have a kid that's going to graduate this year. I just had shoulder surgery. So I'm constantly once a week going into physical therapy now for my shoulder. I have kids that are in sports and pick up and drop off, it's busy. We all have busy lives, but we all have 24 hours in a day to make this business be what we need it to be. Remember why you joined. Write it down. Why did you join the business? Was it for a few $100s? And get nitty and gritty with it. It was because I needed to pay our bills to cover our rent. Now that's happened. So now what's my goal? My goals change. Throughout the years, my goals have changed. Now it's to make sure that I'm paying my bills on time and I'm covering Christmas with Christmas cash. Guys, Christmas cash saved my life. As a single mom, I didn't have to ask for help. Why are we not doing it? 4 friends or 4 customers and 1 person. That's your mini cash. 3 distributors, 12 customers, that's the big cash. It can happen. Anybody can do it at any time. We just got to put in the effort to being consistent every day and finding out how to be consistent. I promise you, if you sit down ahead of time and work your business and actually plan out, like you can say you're the busiest person in the world, but I guess I guarantee you, if you gave me your schedule, I can work out an hour to 2 hours every day that you can work your business in the nooks and crannies from 5 minutes to 15 minutes a day. And it could be, I mean, and if you can't, say if you can't, is if you're doing the non-negotiables, me and my girls, they know me. I have non-negotiables in our business. Post to post messages sent out, at least 100 a day. I do it 3 times a day. That's a non-negotiable for me. 5 host to posts up every day. I don't go to bed until I get those up. I don't care what I gotta do. If I have to go to other countries, like I message people at night in the middle of the night when they're waking up in freaking France and Germany. I have a team in Canada. Right now, Canada's blowing up. Like their mail system is having issues, but we're still getting orders in Canada because people like our products. You can do it. You can start adding people from other countries. I've started now like adding hashtags of like Europe, France, Germany, the ones that are popping off in our business. We have some amazing leaders in this company that are international, guys. Why not try for an international team? That's my goal. I've always had that goal from the very beginning. Then when I started, I always said, I want an international team. It might be harder as you become a leader to create boards for them, but guess what? We have other leaders right now in certain countries that are willing to help us. We're all one team, all one mission. We all have the same thing and we all can. There's so many people in this world. It's enough for all of us. We don't have to get jealous of people winning. We all can win. Remember to celebrate your team members, celebrate your sidelines, love everybody, and help them out. Like if you see they're not getting as much views, go and comment on their stuff if you have time. Go like their stuff, share their stuff sometimes. I mean, I'll go and repost some of my teammates or sideline sisters TikToks and Reels. Guess what that does to their algorithm on TikTok? It boosts it. It helps them. It helps their more eyes reach their page. If I see one of my sideline sisters not have any comments or likes yet, and their post just got up, I'm gonna be the first one that likes it and comments something. I'm the first one to share it. Why not help others? Because we can all benefit. There's so many people out there. There's so many places we can go. Mexico, France, Germany. Again, there's so many places. Don't just look in your place, look outside. My team is, I'm in Utah, guys. I'm the capital of network marketing here is in Utah. You know how many network marketing companies are here? It's crazy. But I didn't look here for a team. I mean, yes, I'd love to grow a team in my area, but I know how hard it is to grow a team here in Utah. So my team is across the country. Half of my girls are on the East Coast or in the middle of the country and then in Canada. Why not? Try new places, try to make it fun. Um, Another suggestion I have for you guys is create your videos. Start like now I won't even take photos as much as I do. I'm literally videoing everything. You can take screenshots and make photos out of your videos if you need to, but I'm creating content constantly. On the weekends, I actually focus on making reels and drafting them to my stories or drafting them to my page, my Instagram or my TikToks. And whatever I post on Instagram, I post on TikTok or the opposite way around in Facebook. I'm always sharing the same thing because that's 3 different things or multiple different eyes looking at 3 different things, multiple apps that we can look at, guys. You can also use Pinterest. If you don't use Pinterest for your business, you're crazy. I don't know how many people it's a search engine, guys. If you didn't know, Pinterest and Lemon 8 is a new app like it's the newer aged. I found out the newer the newer aged Pinterest for the young people right now is Lemon 8. It's called Lemon 8. It's an app. And it's just like Pinterest, but it's even better because you can post whatever you want there. I post whatever reels I want there. And it's got tons of eyes on it. And if I put my lemonade up in make sure that you have your website in your bio. Why are we not doing that? Why are we not creating you can go on the boards app and create a free website. You can add all of like the different links to your products. You can add your website in there. You can add a text where they can text you if they click on the link. Create a link tree, something like that. Link tree from, I mean, the boards, Studio Apps has it, so you can create one for free. That's the one I normally use. I mean, even just putting your website in there, make sure that you have something because a lot of people, they won't even click or like your stuff, but they'll go to your click on your stuff. I mean, daily, I get clicks on my links for products all the time. It's just consistency, guys. You don't know who's watching you. You don't, I might not be getting customers right now, but I know that people are watching me. I know they're watching my business. I know they're watching to see what me and my team are doing. You never know who's watching. I watched that girl for weeks before I joined her. How many of you here today watched your leader? And how long? Tell us how long. I'd love to see the difference because I know people that waited years before they joined. 6 months, yep. 18 months. So you guys and they watched. Bet you they didn't comment on a thing. 5 months. See, I mean, 1 year. Christy, that's crazy. Now, did you comment on her stuff? Did you ask her for info during that year? It's my daughter. I was her customer. Oh, that's even better. See, you never know. I said no for 1 year, 6 months. Can't remember, but it was yeah, and we're watching, guys. So remember, you have eyes on you that you don't know that are watching. I had one lady that watched me for 3 months, and she said that the only reason why she ordered my products was because she saw one story slide, and it was when I went on because I'm a domestic violence survivor. And I went on during the month for domestic violence and talked about if you're needing help, if you need to get away, and things like that. I just went and talked on my story about it, about my experience. And guess what? It drew her into my page even more. And she immediately messaged me and said, "Hey, your story blows me away. You should write a book someday." She's like, "What? How? Tell me more about your products. I've been watching you for a while and I'm not sure, but I think I want to try now." You never know. And consistency is the only way for us to get that, guys. Being consistent in our business. If I would have stopped posting, if I would have stopped putting up the story slides, if I would have stopped talking in my page, I wouldn't have gotten that customer. You know what I mean? So these are different ways that we can be consistent in our business. And the last thing, I'm not going to keep you too long. I'm going to make this short and sweet because I know everybody has lives. But the last thing that I wanted to talk about, Stephanie didn't ask me this, but I have it on my heart about conference, guys. I know that it seems like a lot of money, especially for you newbies coming in, not having the money to go to conference and maybe putting it off and not going. But I can tell you firsthand, I didn't have the money to go either. I made it work. I figured it out. We have bonuses that you can put towards the business right now. We have 3 months to get there. We have 3 months to set it all up to get it going. But I can tell you it will change your business. I went to conference right after I joined and literally only knowing one person, met a ton of girls that had now are my best friend and my sisters. I literally went and was so excited after what I heard and the different leaders that I got to talk to at conference that I took my business from 0 to double diamond in 7 weeks because of conference. I wouldn't be a double diamond if I didn't go to conference. 7 weeks I hit it, and that was because I went to conference in August. I'm telling you, it's a non-negotiable in my business. You have to be in those rooms. You have to be around those people. Joel and Stephanie Dunn, that's your opportunity to meet them, talk to them in person.
Mhm.
Teresa, I love her. I get to hug her every time I go. And Mandy's my best friend. Like, I love that girl. Like, dude, and her story. I mean, the things that this woman has been through, you have no idea what everyone in this business goes through. Somebody is going through something. We never know what somebody else is going through. You have no, like, I didn't talk about my surgery. Only a handful of people knew I was having shoulder surgery. And I'm stuck in this stupid thing for another few weeks. But you know what I mean? But nobody knew. But I'm still working my business. I worked my business from my bed. I did that for through 3 different surgeries in this company. You never know, but getting in that room is so important, guys. I'm telling you, your business will change by getting in that room for conference. Make it a priority. Make it a priority to show up for your business, and that's the first one that you want to be at. I want you to come up to me at conference and say, "Hey, you're the reason why I'm here today." And I'm going to give you the biggest hug ever, and I can't freaking wait. I can't wait to cheer you on. I can't wait to see what you do after conference changes your life like it did mine. That is a non-negotiable in my business, and my girls know that. And I expect that of them too. They might not be able to go, and that's okay. I'm not going to be mad at them for it, but I know what it can do for them. So whatever I can do, and that's why I have it on my heart, guys. Like, I've already bought the hotel. I'm gonna wait until we get paid this week to buy my conference ticket, but I already have the hotel booked. I knew that I was going. Got that done. My next is the ticket, and then the next is my flights. And I can tell you, I used to work in the airline prior to this. Look every Tuesday. Every Tuesday they come out with sales usually. So if you're looking for good flights, there's 2 different airports that we can fly into. DAL, Dallas, or Dallas Fort Worth, DFW, depending on the airline. So there's 2 different airports though that you can look into. Um, usually Dallas DAL is usually cheaper for the most part. I've always seen. But 2 different airports you can try to get to, but it's worth it. It's gonna change your business, it's gonna change your life, I guarantee it. I guarantee the minute that you get in that room, you hear the stories, you see the things that they have for us there, you're around the other leaders, that's how we grow. We have to get around each other. So, with that said, yes, power is proximity. Yes, it is. Christy, that's amazing. I love that. You never know. And I can't wait to see so many of you there and get to hug you and see where you go and cheer you guys on to the next level. But don't forget, guys, we have these bonuses for a reason. Use them. How many are you going to earn to get your ticket? You only need two, three, really, to cover it, and you still earn a profit of the mini. You know what I mean? If that really, you only need one, because then you're gonna get a bonus off of the distributor because you're gonna teach them to get there too. That's 200 bucks. Boom. You just need a couple more dollars to get the ticket with one bonus here. Why not? Why not give it a chance? I guarantee you it will change your life. It did mine. And so I hope that you guys got something out of this Zoom. Feel free to ask any questions. You can always message me if you need help. I love helping my sideline sisters. And I hope you all have a blessed evening. And I hope I'll talk to you guys soon.